and I love Molly's flute.
I am the eyes and ears of this institution.
Mama don't like tattletales.
Who knows? In 1,000 years, even you may be worth something.
Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Room for one more penny.
Today we face the monsters that are at our door.
I think we live in overstimulated times.
Yay! Hi, friends.
Hello.
Welcome to Friendsgiving. We have some fun things tonight. I will explain why I'm in my pajamas with wet hair. Only the best for my 2-1 half of a viewer. And also we're going to talk about the grossest thing that my family swears is a Thanksgiving tradition, that I have never met another human being that has ever partaken in this tradition. I feel like it's a conspiracy theory. Call Candace Owens. We're going to play Guess That Injury. I'm going to tell you about a fire I put out today at work. I'm going to show you some of the latest that's going on with my house. I brought pictures, and one of them's disgusting, and it's not mold. There is mold, but I didn't bring a picture of that. But I'm just kind of here to hang out with my besties. Hi, friend. You know what's so sad is we go like backstage to like go live, and we all assemble. Hi, Pammy. Oh snap! I'm a mad cow now. Cool beans. Oh, you're a mad cow. I made you a thing so that, I don't know, not that anybody's going to go in there and tell me to, but sometimes they do. Now you can kill anyone you wish. Anyway, we were backstage and then Rod pops in and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Rod's joining the show. And like, I'm literally in my pajamas with wet hair right now. And although, look, this is like one of the good things about having 2 strands of hair. It's like almost already dry. It was totally wet like 5 minutes ago. Anyway, like Rod like sneaks in, looking all like fancified, looking all nice. I knew Danielle would be dressed up because that's just Danielle. But I wasn't expecting the top button, sir. What gives?
I don't know. Just thought I'd do something different.
It's appreciated. I'm should have worn a bra. I don't know what to tell you. No makeup, just pajamas. Okay, who are you? And yeah, I guess we'll just start with who are you. Nobody knows who I am yet, but we'll figure that out.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let me just say I'm happy to be here tonight for this Friendsgiving with my 2 favorite people, Molly and Danielle. It's always nice to see you. Yeah, I'm Rod. I'm originally from the dark side of Orange County, California, in the punk and death rock scene. But I moved to Texas in 2018, where I live a much quieter and simpler life now.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also a refugee from California. Speaking of refugees from California, we have another one. Gavin Newsom, you're doing real great, sweetie. Danielle, who are you?
Oh, I'm just, I was trying to think of something funny and it was going to end up being demeaning. So I'm me. I'm Danielle. Born and raised in Southern California, all over the place. I lived in almost every single city in Southern California and moved out here to Colorado, 8 or 9 years ago. It was like New Year's Eve 2017 or something. However,
I moved to Michigan New Year's Eve. I pulled into my driveway the next year.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
We drove in New Year's Eve, found the last restaurant open, and then went to a hotel. And I only paid for one pet. And I was like, yeah, I just have my cat. And then just brought the rest of the animals into the room.
Your children are not pets, Danielle.
Anyways. Only one
that was the first time I drove on snow, and the first time I hydroplaned, because I drive a rear wheel drive sports car, and it's a piece of shit, but it used to be cool. And just going over the ice, just oh God, and just kind of remembering my LAPD EVOC emergency vehicle operations course, where never steer and brake or steer and gas, and just use the force, Luke. And whew, I was glad to pull into my driveway. Oklahoma was the worst. I'm Molly. Yeah, about that. I was a teenage punk rocker, and then I was a cop, and now I'm living the dream in Michigan. Just bought a house. It's full of excitement. I'll show you a couple of pictures. And now I work as a firefighter, and I also work for a fire department doing their admin paper pushing stuff, which means I have plenty of time to send memes to my friends Rod and Danielle. I didn't shit you up too badly this week, though, right?
No, not too bad.
Okay.
It's very mild.
It's been a week. So Thanksgiving. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Rosie. What are you guys going to eat? Just the typical stuff?
As far as I know, we were talking about not cooking and just ordering from this local barbecue place this year to not have to deal with all the hassle. My brother was talking about getting this smoked turkey. It sounded pretty good to me.
Oh. I watched my cousin, speaking of fires, I watched my cousin deep fry a turkey a few years ago. And I was terrified. It was terrifying. First of all, he used a vat of peanut oil, a vat. Yeah. What are you going to do with all this oil afterwards? Is it good for my skin? Because it does get dry. And it has to be a totally dry bird or it starts to bubble, and people put it too close to the house, and the oil is super hot. And as you start to get those gases coming off, it can ignite, it takes out siding. And I spent the better part of my morning today at a house fire. And it's amazing that hot gas, no flames coming out the window that I was at, just the gas that my little face is in was hot enough to melt all the siding up the house. You really don't want anything that hot next to your house. And that goes for barbecues and making the turkey on Thanksgiving. Try not to light your house on fire. That also helps. But yes, a few little tips. Keep it away. Smoked turkey is the way to go. Well, we smoked turkey one year. It was yummy. How long does it take? I want to eat now. I don't like to cook. I like to chew. That's part of my problem.
We used to do those deep fried turkeys when we would go out to the desert. I swear that was it's the juiciest, tastiest turkey I ever had. It's really good.
90 years, Ben says. My cousin's turkey, we ate, I think, 4 hours late, and he put it in the morning. and the inside of it was absolutely pink and gelatinous, like not for human consumption.
Oh.
So I like my meat like jerky, and Danielle is going to throw up right now because Danielle, you're vegan. What what kind of Franken meat abomination are you eating for Thanksgiving?
Well, I would like to just take a step back. When I did eat meat and when I did have Thanksgiving with family before I moved out here, it still is my favorite holiday. Everyone thinks it's Halloween because I'm all spooky, but Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday, and it surprises people. And they're like, why? I like to talk to the clerks at Trader Joe's about this every year. And this is really my only friends, or the people that work at Trader Joe's, because I'm lonely. But it's because you get to be with family and you get to eat all your favorite foods and you get to wear stretchy pants and then take a nap and then you wake up and you eat pie. Like, I mean,
Let's
sounds
call
like
Tuesday.
Yeah. But we used to always celebrate Thanksgiving at my aunt's house, and they would always cook 2 turkeys. She would cook my aunt would cook one in the oven. And then my uncle, her husband, would put one on the rotisserie, like in the barbecue. And then it'd always have like a competition, like which one tastes better, which one is juicier.
Oh, I like that.
But my aunt's in the oven is that she would put, the stuffing in hers. And, the rotisserie one just had, was the turkey. So I always liked hers. And her stuffing is still to this day the best Thanksgiving dish I've ever eaten in my life. I like it better than the turkey. But now...
And now that you have no joy in your life.
Yes. So I make all the sides for us.
Okay.
I have purchased those tofurkeys before. It tastes like a big chicken nugget is what it tastes like. It's just kind of like dry meat with like spreading. So it's not really worth it. But it tastes like a chicken nugget. But I make all the sides. So I make a big giant pot of mashed potatoes with gravy and corn and vegetables and cranberry sauce and all the rolls for days, and sweet potato. And my kids love it. They love all the sides. And I tried to make a vegan stuffing. I've tried a couple recipes. I have not mastered that. It just tastes like...
What's not vegan in stuffing?
Well, because
I don't think there are even any vegetables harmed in the making of a box of stovetop. That shit's just made out of robots and dust.
Yes. But I guess the chicken broth, I don't know.
I love it though.
But yeah, so we'll have just all of our sides and stuff. And the pie, the desserts. Pumpkin pie.
Oh, leave it to Rosie. Rosie says broth. Rosie is quite a little chef there. She makes real food. So broth. I just I would have put tap water in it, but actually this year I had a little Friendsgiving with my Michigan gals, and we went to this pumpkin patch, and I bought the 3 ugliest pumpkins there, and everybody got one. It was like, you have to cook this. And it didn't really work out very well. No, mine's still in the fridge. Here's why. The trash didn't come this week because it was Veterans Day, so I haven't been able to throw it in the trash. But I tried to make some curried wedge potato things with a yogurt dip. And it's so disgusting that even the squirrels outside won't imbibe. So it's going to go in the trash after next week's trash pickup. But then my friend Marie made a squash. You know how you make sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top?
Yes.
She did it with this squash, and it was so good. So amazing. And then Nicole made bacon wrapped little cubes of squash. I failed miserably. I didn't even bring mine to the party because it was an abomination. But we had a lot of different food, and I did bring dinner rolls, but they were fresh, homemade, pure perfection, which of course means I didn't make them. I called my Amish friend and I was like, can I come get some dinner rolls? And she was like, because she has a phone. Okay. She does have a phone. And she's like, how many do you want? I'm like, I was just going to pick up
75.
No, I want 100. And they're just like pillows. They're so perfection. You could bacon wrap styrofoam and it would still be good. Yeah, but these were really good. She did an amazing, amazing job. Hey, Henry. Henry, what are you guys making for your Thanksgiving? Because I'm about to roast my mother. I could probably have everyone name the top 75 things, survey says, and you would never get what my mom makes us eat for Thanksgiving. And I don't understand because she says that it's like, I grew up thinking that everybody eats this for Thanksgiving. And she would just scoop it on your plate and like you had to eat it because it was some Thanksgiving tradition. I want to believe my mom. I feel like she wouldn't lie to me. I feel like she wouldn't try to kill us every Thanksgiving. But nobody I've ever spoken to has ever eaten this on Thanksgiving. And it comes from the regular grocery store. Well, I haven't seen it maybe in a while, but so that somebody makes it. So there was like a table of people, of CEOs that sat around and was like, yeah, we should jar it 10 ounce or 12 ounce. Well, let's make the jar like this. And my mom's side of the family like came over early on. There's a letter to her great that from William Penn that said, hey, come on over. This America place is pretty fucking cool. So I'm thinking like, oh, this must be like some real traditional dish. Because is it lutefisk? I think that's that stinky fish in a can. No, it's not. It's vegan. So you could try it, Danielle. But I am the direct descendant of Rebecca Nurse, who was the oldest witch killed during the Salem witch trials, and which is just mildly interesting. She had 8 kids and they all had 90 kids. So there's a lot of us. But what I mean to say is that I thought that this food that my mom is making us all eat on Thanksgiving is because of some kind of like, oh, this is what the Quakers ate, you know? It's so gross.
Yes.
Jarred, pickled watermelon rind.
Okay. Doesn't sound awful. I'd eat it.
That's it. You don't sprinkle anything on it. You don't cook it. You don't cut it. You don't do anything with it. It's just like scoop it out of, it comes in like a tall, skinny jar like green olives do.
Okay.
In fact, it's probably on that disgusting aisle, I would guess. And it's like sweet and sour sauce with a solid. It's been a while, but I can kind of still emotionally taste it right now. And it's not good. Oh my gosh, Henry, do you really eat that? A bowl of Oreo stuffing. Come on now.
No.
Really? I believe it. Henry knows. Well, yeah, so pickled watermelon rind. I've never heard of anybody that ever eats it. I don't know how they make it. It's like a Twilight Zone episode where she goes to the 13th floor with the scratched thimble. Like, that pickled watermelon rind does not exist at all until my mom goes to the store and reaches for it, and then it magically one jar appears and she buys it.
I've never seen it in the store. Is it a seasonal thing? Is it there all year round?
I don't know. I really think whatever pickledabomination.com makes this thing, I feel like they make one jar per year and they just have to find out like what city my mom's in. Pickled watermelon rind is as clearly a Mandela effect. Why? They make it. I've eaten it. Don't be telling me. Listen, this pickled watermelon rind, it doesn't come out of a cornucopia. It comes out of a jar. And like I'm saying, this jar is very tall and skinny. Why? Because I'm fat, Henry says. No, because we talk about food like all the time. Oreo stuffing. Keep eating that boy. For sure she was trying to kill you. Yep, I think so. You guys eat chicken and mashed potatoes? No turkey? Interesting. Here, I'll give you a little emoji. If you guys are over on the Rumble chat, I've put some diabolical. Oh, there you go. That's the face I would make if you serve me chicken on Thanksgiving.
That's what I give my son, because he's the meat eater. My daughter and I don't eat meat. He loves meat, but he won't eat a whole turkey and doesn't even like turkey. So I'll just go get like a rotisserie chicken at Costco, and I'm like, here you go.
Oh, well, so Marie bought me a football turkey breast in a bag that was frozen. And I fucked it up 8 ways to Sunday. And here's how I started it. First of all, I think you're supposed to take it out of the fridge like 2 days, or out of the freezer into the fridge like 2 days before. I'm like, 3 days, make sure it's really defrosted. And by the time I didn't put it in the freezer, and it was very solid when I put it in the fridge. So I don't know if it was starting to get bloated, because it was very firm. This bag was very firm. So as I went to cut it open, I cut open the gravy packet too, because I'm a wild fucking savage that just can't have nice things. And then, of course, Marie's so sneaky. She's like, oh, I don't have any room in my fridge. Can you like maybe put this in your fridge? And then the day before Friendsgiving, could you maybe also like cook it before you come over? Like, what? I've been bamboozled. And I remember my dad used to wake up at like dark 30 to put a turkey in. But then I read the thing, and it's like you've got to have a roasting rack, and I don't have that in my life. So I have a fire pit. So I got the grill from the fire pit, and I put it over my big cast iron pan. I'm like, grill acquired. And I put it on there. Oh, but it was wearing like a fishnet. This is all disgusting to you, Danielle, I realize. But it's wearing this like fishnet. And you know, when you've had like tight buckle boots on all night with fishnets on, how like they just start digging into your skin?
Yes.
I feel so bad that I'm making you just absolutely projectile vomit right now. Except I'm going to keep telling the story. So you had to remove the fishnet and like readjust it so that it wasn't in that old grid pattern. I'm like, we're not doing that. We're just taking the fishnet off. This is ridiculous. So then what should have been like a whole solid football was pieces that were like smushed together. And I'm like, even better. Then it wanted you to have like some kind of a meat thermometer. Like when it's black, it's done. So I just was like, fuck it. Just put it all over my grill, stuck it in the oven, made it hotter, put it in there a lot longer, and basically made jerky. And my friends were very sweet, and they actually ate some of it, and it was so tough. It was kind of gross. But here's the good news. Inadvertently, Marie won't ask me to make it next year.
There you go.
So that's a win, right?
Yep.
As long as she still makes that squash thing, because that was so good. And she's like eating all healthy now. So like we got to go home with like a metric shit ton of like things for leftovers. I got a Bic lighter, don't ya? A Bic lighter? Did I get a Bic lighter? Yeah, so I don't know. Thanksgiving, I also agree, although I am a creepy girl, hence my pajamas. I love Thanksgiving because it's just like an unapologetic food fest, and you get to just like be grateful and, you know, hang out and eat, and there's no like obligation for anything. Like,
you just gotta wash the dishes, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, we did. No, Marie shoot us out of her house before we could, because she's a good friend, and not because she loves dishes. But that's what I don't like about Christmas. Because, like, if I find the perfect thing for you, then Rod's going to get all butthurt. Like, what the hell? Like, I spent $20 on Molly and she only spent $5 on me. And, like, I just hate that shit. I hate all of that. Oh, you changed it, Rosie. I don't know how you did that. That's exciting. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But what about, I mean, your son is getting older. What about letting him make a football?
He could.
A meat football.
He could. Maybe this year we'll have him do some cooking.
Mine was disgusting, so the bar is low. But, you know. And she also made a pumpkin pie, which she did not eat. I went home with half of it. It was gone. Just ate that shit. I found some like Cool Whip in the freezer from like 1989 that I don't even remember purchasing. And also, I've moved 3 times this year. I definitely didn't move any frozen goods. And when I opened this mysterious Cool Whip from my freezer, there was a single scoop left, 1 spoonful. Who put that away? I would just, okay, I don't have to like, I don't know. It was the ghost. The ghost did it. I hear your kids. Well, speaking of ghosts, I have been working on the house. Oh, there's the butthole. Here it comes.
3, 2, 1. Yay!
You think that's how Oprah got her start, just showing cats' assholes on the television, or?
Exactly. I'm just trying to increase our ratings. That's all.
From 2 to 3. Actually, no. We broke 300 subscribers on Rumble this week, so that's exciting. And we still have over 1,000 on YouTube, which is weird because like nobody ever watches it there. So it's like, who's subscribing? It's very odd. But okay, so I've been working on the house. I have some pictures. Oh, first I want to show you. We got our first snow. So that's exciting. Look at you looking at my snow. Like, what the hell? So that's part of my yard. But very cool. We got our first little snow.
Beautiful.
It wasn't there for very long. So that was exciting. It was fuck cold. And it's going to be warm. I'm in Michigan now. So it's going to be warm. It's going to be over 50 tomorrow. But I'm on the fire truck tomorrow.
Nice.
Like most of the day, and like it's prime freaking spray paint season. This might be the last day I have until spring to spray paint. So I'm like, I have things to do. The world just doesn't come neon. I've got to make it that way. Oh, Rod, I found a good picture for you. I wanted to show you. You know how I just shop for garbage online, like constantly, because that's who I am. I found, you know, they're always trying to tell you like, oh, do you want this or do you want this? And like the algorithm usually gets me. But for whatever reason, I was looking for stuff for my bike because where do I even start the story? It was a lot. It was 16 degrees out the other day. And my car, I couldn't get into it. The doors were sealed shut, frozen. I had to ride my bike to work. It was really miserable. And one of my coworkers was so fantastic. And he threw my bike into his truck and brought me home later in the day. And so I was trying to buy a new bike bell because it died getting into his truck. And so I was looking up some bike accessories and I got this thing. So I guess it's like stickers you can get for your bicycle that says this bike kills binaries. But the irony is not lost on me that they're showing this sticker on only men's bikes and women's bikes, which is a binary, just FYI. So stupid. Who comes up with that shit? And have they sold any? Oh, and I also wanted to say with the shutdown, we had, I don't know if you did in Texas, and I don't know that you're not a conspiracy theorist like Rod and I are a little bit, but there was no chemtrails at all
Yeah, I
during the
didn't see
whole
it.
government shutdown. And I took this picture yesterday.
Yep, there they are.
Motherfuckers. All over. They were everywhere. And what you can't even see in this picture are all the little tiny microplanes that are making ones right that fucking second too. Fuckers. But they were everywhere. And then today there was this weird striated like blanket of garbage all over the freaking sky. They're just trying to kill us.
Yeah, the weather was really nice here for a long time, and then now it's raining again. And right now outside, the sky it looks like it's going to start storming any minute. It's like, where did all that come from? It wasn't here. And then they rolled up the government again, and now it's all here.
And it's real, Danielle. It's real. Because there are states, I think Tennessee was the first, that have banned it. And Circle of One is in Tennessee, I believe. And he said they're still totally doing it. Like it's banned, but it doesn't like murder's banned till Chicago. So anyway, yeah, so that blows. But okay. Oh, I don't know. I am going to show you that because it is disgusting, and that's who I am as a person. So, speaking of disgusting, why?
What?
I don't know.
Is that a house?
Yes.
Would somebody please explain this joke to me?
House is a
no
mouse.
idea.
Curtains. He's on like shower curtains with tits. Like they're doing all these things to House, and I don't get it. I used to watch the show. I actually auditioned for it when I used to live in Hollywood, and I was an actor a billion years ago. And it was for the first episode, and I had never seen it. I didn't understand the cadence of it, and so I played it straight, and I didn't realize that it was a comedy. And obviously,
New picture, please.
oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Pardon me.
Giving me PTSD here.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I like to go shopping on the internet. I don't always buy, but I do love to look. And I don't really understand, like, why they're using House to do stuff with him. I don't get it.
Molly likes to shop with her eyes.
I do. Actually, one time I got outbid for a prosthetic leg on eBay, and I was very upset. It was very
like
upsetting.
an old-timey one that's like wooden.
Yes, but then my friend was like, maybe the person who's trying to outbid you like needs it. And I was like, don't make it worse. I told them not to, if that helps. Is that helping? Are you seeing anything with that in your skies? But yeah, so we'll see. That's how you know like a weather event is coming. Is like all these freaking chemtrails going
You're out of
on.
focus, Molly.
Huh?
Oh, you were out of focus for a second, but you're back now.
You know, it's probably just the ghosts. What can I say? Okay, so speaking of ghosts, my grandma and grandpa used to take all these pictures. They were like really into snapshots, and they grew up. This is my dad's parents in Chicago, 1920s, 30s Chicago. And when like people were dapper, I mean, there was also the mafia killing people. And so part of being in this new house is I am like sprucing stuff up and making it mine. It's a over 100-year-old house. And so there was a lot of wallpaper to peel and a lot of layers of what people have done. And I really just wanted to bring it back to like the 1930s and just like my whole like grandpa, I love old stuff. If you can't tell. And just to kind of bring it to that old level. And because my grandparents took all these pictures and like, you know, everybody grandpas has like pictures going up the stairs. I didn't take pictures of like all of the pictures, but I wanted to share a couple with you. So this is my grandpa on the left with a couple of his friends. in early Chicago. And I just think that's so cool. And then my grandma, I honestly can't tell you which one she is there because all those ladies look kind of alike. But I just think that's such a cool era. These women with their like fur coats and their like stockings showing to their knees, like so amazing. And then I have this picture of my grandpa. And I just think he looks like a movie star there. I'm taking a picture through a glass frame, so it looks like shit. But I just think that's so cool. Okay. Very, very cool. But yeah, so I added them all to like the whole staircase area. They go all the way down. And I just think it's kind of sweet. I loved that my grandma had Capone era Chi-Town. Yep. And I just loved that my grandma used to have pictures of us all over the place because it's like you're there even when you're not there. Yeah. And then above my stairs to like leave my house, I put a picture of my dad, and I didn't have a picture of my mom. She won't let me have any. And a picture of my grandma. And then a little mirror that I got from my other grandma. And it's like just kind of cool. Like when you're like leaving the house, like you're part of the family and you're like everybody's there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's just kind of neat. It's like, I don't know. I sent that picture to my dad and he didn't reply. So he's a real sentimental guy. All right. Well, while I get the other ones brewing, because my dining room is now done. I'm in the dining room. And then I have some shit to show you from the basement of horrors that's going on. But while I'm getting those ready, I know, Danielle, you want to talk a little bit about gratitude, which is the best time of year.
Yes. We should have gratitude all year long, but November is known for a time of reflection and being thankful. You know, gratitude is the art of being thankful. And I've been reading up a lot about it, dealing with depression, which I deal with all year round. Every month is Depression Month when you're Danielle. And one of the tips, tricks for, getting yourself out of the deep abyss of black sadness that you're always in is to practice gratitude, and that's to be thankful. And I get it, because when everything's going well, I feel like we often take for granted that everything's going well. You don't think about all the little things like, oh, I woke up today and my back didn't hurt, my sciatica isn't acting up, I have some grape nuts left in the cupboard to have breakfast, and I still had all my teeth when I woke up in the morning. All these things that you take for granted. And so a common practice, which we've talked about here before, is writing down, or at least thinking of, but it's better to write it down, 3 things you're grateful for when you first get up in the morning, as well as when you go to bed at night. And that helps offset, like maybe you had a really crappy day and, all these, nothing worked out for you, and maybe your teeth did fall out and stepped in dog doodles and you were out of mayonnaise for your BLT. All these things happen, but at the end of the day, you can write down, hey, I was healthy all day. I didn't get pneumonia.
I didn't get pneumonia.
I didn't see any chemtrails today on my afternoon walk. I found a cat whisker on the floor while I was vacuuming for my cat whisker collection. You can write 3 things.
I got to put a cat asshole again in the chat. Hey, Danielle, what if the cure to your depression is a copious amount of pickled watermelon rind?
It could be. I've never done it. It could very well be. You should find some and send it to me. Since I can't afford it because I'm unemployed.
Oh, God. I mean, you're saying stepped in dog shit. I stepped in dog shit twice in one shift once when I was an LAPD cop,
Ugh.
and we had to go. We would just like get in the car. And my partner was like, "What smells?" Like,
Yeah, it's the worst. Like for me, like you can't get rid of it with having pets here. Like I stepped in cat turds one morning. I was walking, and my carpet's dark. I couldn't see it, and my slipper slipped, and I was like, "What the? Oh my god!" I took the rug up and the slipper. I just threw it all away. Like I'm not even.
I would have done the same with the cat.
I'm not.
The worst thing is stepping on a hairball when you got socks on your feet and you step on that wet hairball and it's like, oh.
Oh my god! Why do you guys even have cats? This sounds really disgusting. I have bunnies, as you guys know, and I have to be very careful. Bunnies are very different because they're super silent and they'll just be under your feet and you won't know it. And so I'm always very aware. They have their own room, and I'm always very aware of like where they're at before I turn, because you'll like boot one and be like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there." And so I saw both of them. And I turned and I just heard this sickening crunch. And I was like, oh, like I thought I had stepped on one of them, even though I'm looking at both of them. I stepped on a bell pepper. It was like the grossest sound. It was like totally white, just so freaked out. Like, oh my God, I stepped on a bun. But it was a bell pepper. It was a bun pepper.
A bun pepper, but yes. But
oh, Pammy just looked up the pickled watermelon rind, so they do sell it. Or is Pammy on my timeline, Ben?
So back to the gratitude. I think it's a perfect time of year to practice it too, with the seasonal depression that the regular people get, that I have year round. A lot of the normal people get this time of year. So to help get ahead of those sads that a lot of people get around the holidays, whether you're alone for the holidays or whether you have to be with family and you'd rather not, some people have both, is to start practicing gratitude. And do that in the morning, do it before you go to bed, and you can think about all the wonderful things that are happening that you might take for granted while all the other crappy stuff's happening as well. I also had heard one time of this idea to do. It was way too much work. I stopped after like 14 days, but it's something to do at the start of the year, is to get a giant glass jar and a bunch of little Post-it notes, and every day for a whole year, write something good that happens. And you write it on the note and you fold it and put it in the jar. And then New Year's Eve, you're supposed to take it out and, read all of these wonderful things that happened to you all year.
Instead of making out with some dude who happens to be at the party, or
exactly. At least those notes won't give you gonorrhea, right?
I don't know enough about STDs to know if you can get gonorrhea from kissing somebody's top part. So I'll just say that. Thank you.
But anyways, that's another thing you can do. Just celebrate gratitude. Yes.
Is get gonorrhea.
Hey, I didn't get gonorrhea today. That's something I think most of us, won't say all of us in this chat, can be grateful for.
I feel like the novelty of that would wear off year after year. Oh my God, do you know what happened today? I didn't get gonorrhea again. Like, Molly, you say that every day. I know, but today it happened. Like, it happened yesterday too. I don't know that the novelty would continue to be that exciting.
Might work for some of us. They're just suggestions, things we can add to our repertoire of being grateful.
I have a hard time being grateful. One, because why? I am a shit magnet. And part of being a shit magnet, I'm grateful for. Because if life wasn't always exploding, I wouldn't know how to defuse so many bombs. So I guess that's what I'm grateful for. Rod, what are you grateful for?
I don't know. Can't tell you right now.
Back to you, Daniel.
I wasn't expecting that question.
One thing.
Come on. I'm sure Molly and I could each think of something.
I'm grateful, even though my hairbrush died like 400 years ago, it still is sort of working.
Molly. Rod, please purchase Molly a new hairbrush for Christmas. That's number one. That's disgusting.
What does Ron have to buy it for me?
That grossed me out more than the fishnet chicken ball.
Listen, you want to be gross. I got a picture for that. Let's see here.
No.
So I am doing my whole basement. Nobody has seen this picture yet. I am doing my whole basement, and it has these like asbestos, whatever they are, fiberglass ceiling tiles that are sort of spongy. And I'm replacing all of them. One, because my whole basement is going to be neon. I don't think I have a picture to show anyone, so you'll have to go to the Halloween special where I show you around. But everything's going to be neon. It's going to be totally mentally ill. I'm here for it. And so the ceiling is going to be kind of like Saturday Night Fever dance floor, but in neon tiles. And so they all have to come down. The sweet couple that I bought this house from liked to put glue traps up in the ceiling tiles.
Oh.
And I've already found bat bones, bats in my basement. And this sucks because bats are like endangered in Michigan. And if you see a bat, you have to like make it dinner and tell it like, so sorry to bother you, sir. And you're not allowed to kick them out or look at them wrong or cuss at them or kill them or fucking anything. Like the bat is king. Fuck you and your property taxes and this thing that you call a deed that you spent all this money on. The bat just gets to do whatever the bat wants to fucking do. But these people put glue traps up there, which is disgusting. It's such an inhumane way to take care of any problem. And so I found bat wings and a bat skull on one of the glue traps. But then today, and that one, when I went to like pull the tile down, it went, I was like not expecting it. Now I like take a little peek to see like, is there any surprises up on this besides a metric shit ton of mouse poo? Because there's a lot of that up there. And this is what I found. Danielle, look away. That one's fresh.
Oh no.
Yeah, that one's fresh.
Oh.
I mean, probably a couple months, whatever. So that could have, I mean, I don't know anything about decomposing animals, but I won't make you look at it anymore. So that could have been there when I was there. And that's terrifying that they're like maybe up there in the basement. Like bats are supposed to be in belfries, not basements.
Yeah, that's weird.
So anyway, all these tiles are down. Like I said, after I'm off the fire truck tomorrow, I need to spray paint some shit. Because not only do I need the tiles to be up there just for aesthetic reasons, like I guess I need a bat barrier. So yeah. But it's just so awful. Why would you put that up there? And like, do you hear it? I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. It's too gross. It's too sad. But pulled that out of the ceiling today. So that's good.
That's
but the good news, I've got something good. Pulling the dead bat out of the basement. This is going into the basement. I've been looking for really cool light switch covers because the basement's going to be neon, but it's also going to be like all like monsters, like movie monsters, not like Saw 29 and like gore and blood spatter, but like fun monsters like this guy. Oh, look, I see my friend Rod.
Oh.
And so I have a little black light here. He totally glows. in the black light. Ooh, I can see you. And I think that this is going to be fun. So there's like a wall. It's going to be actually purple glitter that I'm going to seal with some varnish. And then this will be where the light switches go. So I'm very excited about that. And I've just been collecting stuff. Oh, also, so now that the dining room is done, which I'll show you pictures in a second, but the dining room table now has like a drop cloth on it because we can't have nice things for more than 2 seconds. It's just like, gotta make a mess. Ooh, that's clean. I'll go make a mess over there. But I got this really cool canvas for my, whatchamacallit, for my basement. And I put it in a frame that is glow in the dark. And it's going to get some monster fur on it, because why not? So I got neon monster fur, but they sent me this like little Orphan Annie orange bullshit. That's not neon, Timu. You don't know what neon is. This is neon. So, but this is like that spider web fabric. So I've got to have like hairy stuff going all around my little poster. I got just like the whole table is just full of projects. Oh, I got this like creature from the Black Lagoon. I bought this little thing and I stained it, and now he's going to go on there and the whole thing's going to get varnished together. I think it's going to really class the joint up. But my whole bedroom is Creature from the Black Lagoon. And I had to pay homage. I think Ben knows. Ben, I'm not even saying that comment out loud. It's very sad. Don't make Danielle cry. Did you used to watch The Munsters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Creature from the Black Lagoon made like a cameo appearance as like their uncle?
Yes.
That like just showed up? That's him. That's the uncle. I kind of wish I looked like him because he's so cute. But anyway, so projects abound everywhere. This is it. My life is just projects. But let me show you the dining room because I finally have it done. So this is where I is sitting. So now I've got my dining room. Like I didn't have a table for the longest time. I bought this one on Marketplace. I paid her extra for her cousin's 3rd grade, whatever, to like drop it off for me. And Uncle Gilbert. Yes, Gilbert. Because Gilman. And so here is the dining room with my table that I'm sitting at right now, which is so exciting. And then here's another angle of it. And then across from me is what I've got there, which is sort of my crazy cabinet of all kinds of stuff from when I was a detective and collecting rocks and collecting medical crap and all kinds of stuff. And so it's just exciting to be like in a room that's done, except for a bag of hair in front of me. My aesthetic is very grandpa chic, I guess you could say, with the coolest fucking clock ever made that you totally broke. Yeah, you want to know the weirdest thing? Okay, you see this clock that's up there? So I found it at an antique mall in Michigan. And I was really excited because I kind of love that gaudy 60s, 70s sort of like gold brass thing. And I was really excited, and I put it in my house, and just middle of the night, boom, breaks into a billion pieces.
Oh,
And I
no.
was like, oh, there's no way. Like, I really like that clock. So then I began this quest to find that clock again, or to find just something that would like, I could put up. And there were a lot of clocks, but it wasn't like that clock. And then I found the same fucking clock, this same weird clock. I mean, I'm sure it was mass produced, but like mass produced like 60 years ago. I found it on eBay and it was like $30. And I was like, oh, this clock was meant to be. So I kind of love that clock, but I put it up on the wall with like 700 screws because I'm like, I'm not going to find another one. But I'm just very excited that the projects are flowing.
They are.
And I really need to get down into the basement, but that requires a lot of spray paint. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be rocking with that. And then I've got to deal with the mold situation. But like I said to you today, Danielle, I'm so excited that it's going to be totally done by the time you come over. And that's two good things to look forward to.
Yes.
Which means you coming over and me having everything done. The basement's really like the last part. The sewing room I got to put together. But that's just organizing because I just have so many projects going everywhere at all times. And then there's an office that I'd like to peel the wallpaper because that's the final wallpaper of the house.
More wallpaper.
Yeah. Listen, he had wallpaper inside the kitchen cabinets. He had wallpaper on the tile wall in the bathroom. They loved wallpaper. And what's crazy is these peel and stick tiles and the wallpaper and everything, they were behind real like 1920s beautiful forever stuff, little pool tiles. And
How would you cover that up?
dude, because in the 60s and 70s, they just thought like cover it in shag, cover it in linoleum. That's the greatest. I mean, it's like now everybody has granite countertops and open floor concept. But that's not how it's always been.
Yeah.
I have the little tiny like 4x4 tiles. That's probably 70s, maybe 80s. I love them because I think I had them at the house I was growing up in, which was built in the 70s. And so to me, it's just like nostalgia and it just makes you feel good. And of course, when you run a cup across it, it's like go, 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 instead of like a smooth thing. But I don't have to worry about like getting out the vinegar spray and wiping it down before I go to bed. It's fucking tile. Just shit on it and wipe it off like nobody cares. Vinyl everything. Yeah. Honestly, the vinyl floor that was in that bathroom was dangerous. I don't know if that's where the lady fell when she broke her hip. But she was fine. But then, it makes you slow down. And this house is a 5-story split level. It's just like stairs everywhere. Like, oh, you want to drink another sip of your tea? Like, here's 5 stairs for you. Like, so, but I mean, it's just, it's really getting there. It's very exciting. I mean, just, you talk about gratitude, Danielle.
Yeah, so I would like to get back to we haven't allowed Rod to finish to answer his question.
It's not going to.
I don't know. I don't think I don't have a whole lot to be grateful for these days, I guess.
I
It's
have
just
one.
too much. But
You can be grateful that you have such a lovely blouse to wear for our Friendsgiving episode.
Oh,
Okay.
a blouse. You have friends, dickweed.
Yeah.
yeah, I have 2 friends.
Who are they? I'll kill them.
Who else are you friends with?
Pammy says you got to find out where the bats are coming from. Maybe that fireplace or a hole that hasn't been discovered yet. So when I first moved in here, I heard cheep, 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 cheep. It wasn't even cheep. It was like a chitter. Sorry, it wasn't a cheep. It was like a and I'm like, is that like bats fighting each other someplace? And they were coming out of my fireplace. My fireplace hasn't had real wood burning in many years. There's an electric fireplace shoved into it. And so I had to call like the bat guy out so that he could ask the bats ever so kindly if they would like to relocate. No, you don't want? Okay, thank you. Sorry. And so he came out and he's like, yeah, he said, I've never seen that before. We looked down your chimney and there were all these birds just like stuck to the side of the chimney. Like, what's that? And they like put a pole down there, and they all took off and they capped it. He said, I've never seen birds hang out on the side of a chimney, like for no reason. There was no nest. They were just hanging out in there. And he's like, you're lucky it wasn't bats. I'm like, well, yeah. And then that is totally solid into one of the many living rooms that this odd house has. And so I'm grateful for that. So Pammy, I don't know, but they did walk all over the roof. They covered up some bits where they said that they found a dead bat in the attic. But it was like totally mummified and had been there for a long time. And he said, you're really lucky to be doing this all right now, to be sealing off every little portal because they won't try to come in for winter. So hopefully no more bats. I don't even know what I would do if I had a bat in here. Like, I guess scream like everybody else would. So, oh, did you read that, Rod? That last comment? Rod is a talented as fuck artist too.
Yeah.
I'm the most underwhelmed man on earth.
I think Rod needs to be a little more grateful.
I think I need to just step out of the picture here so the two like Debbie Downers can just like be together. I'm
excited. I'm grateful. Well, isn't Rod going to talk about manifestation? Can we manifest some gratitude and happiness, Rod?
I could try that. Every time I start doing it, I fall asleep. I guess I shouldn't do it when I'm laying down at night. I should probably be sitting up.
Maybe it's a new technique to fall asleep. I can't sleep. I have insomnia, so maybe I should try manifesting.
Yeah, just start counting things. Puts me right to sleep.
Okay, so Rod, you were telling me that you saw a thing on manifesting, and the guy was trying to manifest something.
Yeah, well, I was just browsing YouTube like I always do, and every time I come across stuff like that where it's somebody's talking about, like the title says something about breaking out of the matrix or getting out of the simulation, stuff like that, I'm always like, okay, let's see what this. So I watched it, and the guy was talking about manifesting, and he was trying to get everybody to try it out, and he was providing an example, like he wanted everybody watching that video to try this tonight when they go to bed and do it for 3 nights in a row. And he was saying, I want you to just close your eyes and just visualize yourself climbing up a ladder and then climbing back down and then back up and back down and back, and just keep going up and down and up and down. And he said, if you do this 3 nights in a row, you're going to start noticing everywhere you go, you're going to start seeing ladders everywhere. It's like they're just going to start appearing everywhere. You're just going to see them everywhere. And so I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But why would I want to visualize ladders? Why wouldn't I want to visualize myself counting $100 bills? And then right after I said that, he goes, or if you don't want to do ladders, visualize yourself counting $100 bills. I'm like, did I just manifest that? But
That's so weird.
But then, so I started trying to do that at night. I'd go to bed, I'd lay there, and I'd try to picture myself counting $100 bills. But like I said, I just fall asleep too fast. So I got to try a different way.
I'm going to start doing that to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't need to manifest any more ladders in my life. I have plenty.
Yeah.
I think if you see ladders every day for 3 days in a row, you're a firefighter. So have fun with that. Maybe you need to be trying to manifest like a pit of writhing women in bikinis. Maybe you wouldn't fall asleep so quickly.
That's a good idea.
Trying to help.
When you said like a pit of right, I'm imagining them like all attached to each other, like
just like instead of Medusa's wig being of snakes, it would just be a wig of writhing Medusas in a pit.
Yes.
Bikinis. Yeah, I don't know. I am like, I'm not superstitious, but I also think I don't know that I want to manifest getting all this money, because my luck means I would get hit by a bus and have to get an attorney to sue the bus company that pays for the fact that my legs were amputated. Like, I don't need that $100 bills to be counted, because we just don't know how we're going to get that money.
Yeah.
That would be my leave it to me to find the black cloud hanging over
The
manifestation.
universe does have a funny way of giving you what you asked for. You said you wanted money. You didn't say how to get it.
Larry Parker got me 2.1 billion. Yeah, exactly. I don't need that in my life. Well, what are you going to manifest, Danielle?
A job?
Slavery with a 401k.
I've been thinking about it a lot lately. This is a little more witchcrafty, but writing down affirmations over the last few weeks, all the way up until it's right before the winter solstice. You write down a bunch of affirmations on pieces of paper, and then as you count down the 13 days to the end of the year and the winter solstice, you burn each one, and the universe will have that affirmation come true for you. And the 13th one you save, and you open that up, and that's for you to do the work on for yourself. And that's how you start the new year. So it's a little bit like,
sometimes they have those things that count down and you eat a chocolate every day.
yes,
That just seems a little more fun to me.
you could eat a chocolate while you're doing it too, burn it.
I'm in.
You could burn the affirmation and then like roast a marshmallow over the candle,
But like, okay, so what is the affirmation? What are you affirming?
It can be anything of I am or I have. So it can be, I am financially safe. I have a great job. I am happy. I have all the food I need to eat. I have, wonderful friends around me. I have a roof over my head, whatever you want to make sure that you still have in the new year. And you can even make it a little bit more personal of any type of like health or financial or spiritual goals you're trying to achieve. So it can be very light or it can be very deep. And I think it's just the practice of it is a really good practice, just to affirm for yourself, like what you want to exist and be for your present.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before. Like if you're trying to lose weight, I'm losing weight. I am the weight I want to be. Like saying it out to the world, like what you already are, and that helps your mind. Like that's something that we've discussed the power of saying stuff out loud. So if you're always saying negative thoughts to yourself, your brain hears that, and those negative things start to happen, and your body lives in that space. Versus you say positive stuff. I'm happy.
Are you talking to me?
I'm the exact weight I want to be. I have exactly, the job I want. I have money in the bank. I am beautiful. I am loved. All the things that you want to believe, just say them. And your brain starts to think that. The exercise lady that I follow, that I talk about all the time, where I do my exercises in the living room. She talks a lot about that. There's some science around it. I'm not prepared with any data to share. But if you say a negative thing, let's say you're doing pull-ups or something, which I'm still trying to get to one pull-up before the end of the year. I'm almost there. you're doing a pull-up, like, I can't do this. Your mind hears that, and you physically, it'll prevent you from doing the thing, versus saying, like, I'm strong, I got this. You go, Danielle. Whatever you want to say. Your body hears it, and it makes, has a positive effect on how you physically can do something.
Mm-hmm.
Listening.
I saw that in LAPD Academy when we went to qualify and shoot, that people who would shoot and then immediately look at their target before the end of the thing, and they're like, I totally missed that shot, did a lot worse than people who didn't even look at their target. Like, I'm just pointing at it. I know I'm going to get it. We're good. And then they did a lot better.
Yeah.
And I noticed that was for me too. And it was almost like I wanted to see where the shot hit before it even hit the paper. And so it was like, you're going to have bad aim because you're paying more attention to the fact that you're about to drop the gun and look downrange than like, do what you need to do and don't worry about the target. The target is what the target is. You ain't changing it by looking at it.
Yeah.
And I read The Secret 20 years ago, when everybody was talking about it. And I remember it saying not to use negatives. So instead of saying, yes, I no longer have cancer, like, I am so healthy and the healthiest I've ever been, whatever it is.
Or even I am cancer free. It's
right. You're still, but that's what said. I'm losing weight. That was one example that they gave. Now you're thinking about weight. So
that's another thing. As I've been writing these affirmations, I caught myself a few times writing like, I am no longer, and I'm like, no, that's like a negative statement. It's what do you want to be in a positive? So to your point, not saying, I am losing weight or I am no longer overweight, but to say I am a healthy weight. I am the weight I want to be. I am the thing, or I have the thing. I have no bats in my belfry. No, see, that's even a negative because you have a no in there. My belfry is bat free.
No, because you're still thinking about bats.
All right. My belfry is
so clear.
So clean.
Pammy Rutledge says, laws of the universe: put out positivity, receive positivity, put out negativity, receive negativity. Yes. That's really hard for me. One, because I'm not very woo-woo. And two, like, there's enough garbage going on in this world. Like, I can't be like, just turn that frown upside down. Like, fuck you. Like, that's just, I don't know.
And it doesn't have to be toxic positivity either, because I can't stand that where people are like, well, just don't think that anymore. It's like, how about I punch you in the face? Like, it is saying positive affirmations out loud, the whole fake it till you make it, just, take some time. It's the whole gratitude thing too. Let me write some stuff I'm grateful for, even though I might feel like crap. And I am so mad today because I ran out of pickled watermelon rind. But you can still think of some positive things that happened, even if you want to punch someone in the face, and you can still put out in the universe, even though you might not be feeling your best and just can't think of any, you're trying to scrub the dog doodles off the bottom of your brand new loafers. You can say, I am whole. I am happy. I am this. Even though you might not even feel it, just saying it. I mean, as you practice that and continue to do it, it's kind of the manifestation Rod said, if you do this for 3 days in a row, what is the law of habit from Atomic Habits? You do something, is it 21 days or something? You do something for so many days in a row, it becomes a habit. You just have to have the discipline to do it for that many days, and then it becomes really easy. Same thing with my exercise. You're like, I don't know how you get up at 5 a.m. and exercise. I don't want to do it, and I don't like to do it, but I do it because I know it gets me to the health that I want. I want to be healthy. I don't want to exercise, but I want to be healthy, but I have to exercise to be healthy. So I forced myself to do it, and now I've been doing it for years. And if I don't do it, it's weird and it feels off because it's so much part of my schedule and routine.
I used to do that when I was living in California. I would get up at like 5 a.m. every day because there was this hill, kind of like a mountain, kind of like a hill. It was really close by, and I would drive over there every morning at 5 a.m. and I'd hike up to the top of this hill and I'd watch the sun come up. And the first couple of weeks I was doing it, it was like I'd have to drag myself out of bed. I didn't want to go. But then after a couple of weeks, it became my habit, and I would just jump up. I'd hike up to the top of that hill. I did it all the time. It was great. I loved it. After that, it was like it just like became part of me, like what I do.
Yeah.
Are you grateful for that?
I wish that place was still here. I'd go to it every morning.
We just need to find you a new mountain or molehill, Rod. That's all.
Texas is so flat. There's nothing around here.
Build one in your backyard. The HOA will love it. All right, here it is.
Watermelon, Old South, sweet pickled. Ooh, it's sweet pickled. See, you left that out. I don't know that I could eat it because it's sweet.
It's pickled.
I like the pick. I love a pickle. Pickle's a good time.
Gross.
Sweet pickle, no. Just like I am very particular about pickles. Those bread and butter pickles. I don't know what demon escaped from hell and decided to make bread and butter pickles, but they're absolutely disgusting and vile. I hate sweet relish as well. I only like dill pickles. That's all there needs to be.
Wait, this is on Walmart. A pack of 2 jars.
Yes.
$39.99.
$40 in this economy?
What?
We're not going to be having sweet pickle watermelon rind this year, kids.
I know my mom wasn't spending $40 on pickled watermelon rind. No way. That must be the last 2 jars left.
It might be.
Like, he's not buying them anymore. I don't know. Put them on Walmart. Make them really expensive. People will think they're good. That's what's happening. Disgusting. Jarred. Oh, I'm not saying that out loud. Thanks, Circle of One. Well, okay, so speaking of ladders and me being in my pajamas, look at my hair is not even wet anymore.
It's crazy.
It's not crazy. It's called being bald. It's called being technically hairless, which is something you don't understand, Danielle, because you have all this like lush, thick like hair. I would have to tease my hair to make it that wide. I don't know how you make it that wide, because here's half my hair and
my hair curtain.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, it takes me 7.5 hours to dry my hair, so yay.
Right now you have like such full hair. It's like Rosanna Dana from Saturday Night Live.
This is straightened when it's curly. It's like
I know, I love your hair when it's curly.
My hair is curly. It's like I lost the name.
I can't think of it.
Who's the lady that sings "There's no business like show business"?
Ethel Merman?
Yeah, when my hair itself embodies the energy of Ethel Merman when it's curly.
I don't even remember Ethel Merman having hair. I just remember her having an arm outstretched. Whatever.
Right, but that charisma and energy, you know.
Oh, and before the show, we were singing Ave Maria. Whatever. I've been singing that a lot lately, only because like I am like injured all the time. All the time. This is me manifesting more injuries. But so I was doing something yesterday. Oh, actually, Ben helped me. I'm very excited to announce. I was doing this like project. I was staining stuff. I had dipped the rag in. I fucking all over like my favorite sweater with like stain. And like, I don't know about you, but I don't have just like a can of mineral spirits on standby. So I'm like, God dang, my like favorite thrift store sweater. You know, when you go to the thrift store and like you see something and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so, I want that really bad. Well, I was walking in and I saw it in the window. I wanted this like mustard sweater that just looked so like soft and nice, cable knit. And so I bought the stupid mustard sweater and I was so happy with it. And I've worn it like a million times. And I just like stain all over it last night. So Ben was talking me down off the cliff and he was like, oh, just put alcohol on it and then blot it and then do this and that, whatever. And so anyway, I'm trying to like put alcohol in the sweater. I had no idea that like every single finger I have is just like covered in cuts. And so I was like, Ave Maria. And like I think about that song when I'm like trying to walk up the stairs and something snaps and like I'm sore everywhere. I think I just want to play like guess that injury like every week. Like guess what I did. And I fell off the fire truck on Halloween. I don't know if I told you that, Danielle. It's really stupid. And it's still sore. My hip is sore because I fell. The radio was between the concrete and my soft flesh, which lost the battle, by the way. Spoiler alert. And my elbow, the elbow is a lot better, but there's still a couple little bits in there that like you can feel it ain't right. And now I've got some big bruise here. Anyway, I'm covered in bruises, huge bruise on my shin. What did I do? Where was I? I have no idea how I did that. So I get woken up at 4:00 this morning and there's a house on fire. And so I am a paid on call volunteer firefighter. So I get in my car and head over to the station and we start heading over. And I'm wondering like how much of the story I want to tell. They called for a white blanket. And so we're like, why would they need a white one? Like, maybe there's somebody dead. Like, would they put that out over the radio? Like, And like the whole world is going to this. This isn't our fire, but we do mutual aid, which means that we go to their fires. They come to our fires. So we're like trucking out of town, going to this fire. And fully involved house, passerby calls it in 4:00 this morning, just driving by going like, you might want to know there's a house on fire. So I think a cop gets there first and he runs around to the back. He's like, there's fire coming out of the house. I bang in on the door, car in the driveway. Nobody's answering the door. He goes around back and there is a body on the back porch. And so we get there soon after. We're in charge of one side of the house, cutting it open, breaking the windows, climbing a million ladders, putting water here, water there, water. It's just burning and burning and burning. By the time a neighbor calls that sees your house on fire, like it's already come out of the house. So that's usually a very bad sign. So they're still doing a lot of investigation as to what started the fire. But as we're driving to the fire, we hear them put out over the radio that there's small round ammunition in the house. And as the guy's talking, you hear pop, 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 pop. Oh. A lot of people have ammo in their house, allegedly. I may or may not. And it gets hot enough and you got popcorn. Only this popcorn can kill you. And we wear a full body oven mitt. It does not stop bullets. So that's always super concerning. And I guess there's like one guy who owns the house, and I'm sure they will find out if this person on the porch was him. But I saw a few people post it online today and on Facebook, which is just full of the dregs of society. And like everybody was posting, oh, prayers, 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 you know, prayer hands, prayers, 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 prayers. And it's like, yeah, but like what are you praying for? That like the guy's gone. And are you praying to the God that let him burn alive? Because that's how black-pilled I am. But and then one girl posted, I hope no one was injured. Like, scroll up, sweetheart. The news article literally says they found a dead body. Anyway, I tell you this because, one, I have taken like 37 showers since I got home, just trying to get all the cancer off, breathed in a lot of nasty stuff, and I still smell it. I've done sinus rinses, I've taken a bunch of showers, and normally I'm a bath girl, but you don't want to be soaking in any of that nasty stuff, so just... but I tell you this because as we're putting out the fire, the sun's coming up, I'm standing, it's a 2-story house with an attic with a pointy roof. I'm looking in the first story through what used to be the ceiling of the first story into the second story, through what used to be the ceiling of the second story into the attic, through the roof of the house, and I'm seeing daylight through the whole house because the whole house inside was just burnt as hell. But one of the windows was a bedroom on the corner of the side of the house that we were assigned, and that door was closed during the fire. So I tell you this horrible story because you could see the perfect outline around the top of this door of smoke that had curled up and stained the top of the door jamb of this room. But there was no other indicator in that room at all whatsoever that there was a fire today. Everything in there was clean. Nothing happened. That room did not burn at all. Wow. Now, the room next to it that had more open to air, that floor to ceiling burnt through, and they're still trying to figure out what started it. So, space is important, but if that man would have been in a closed bedroom last night, I don't think he would have been on his porch this morning. Mm-hmm. So close your bedroom doors, close your kids' bedroom doors, get them a nightlight if they need it. Close all the doors all the time. Not because there's going to be a fire at any moment and I'm trying to scare you. You put your seatbelt on because of what if, and not because, I have to put my seatbelt on. Why? What's going to happen? Like, you just do it. And, we have a lot of big open concept houses now, which means that a fire has a lot of ability to travel. And I know in the state of Michigan, we're doing grants to put in smoke detectors in houses that don't have them yet. And that is early warning. If you can get advance notice that fire is cooking, you can get out. You have more time to get yourself out, get your kids out, get your valuables out, put it out, call 911, close every door behind you. We've had real bad fires in apartment buildings because your apartment's on fire and you just panic and run and you leave your door open. Now that fire can come out into the hallway and go find other people's apartments or block off exits for neighbors. And fire is one of those things that makes us really that like savage, lizard brain self. Like, we don't have a lot of thought when we're like, fire, fire, fire. But you don't have to think about that if it just becomes muscle memory that you're constantly closing doors at night. Because because fires happen for all kinds of crazy reasons, and I'm very superstitious about leaving shit plugged in. Certainly like leaving a candle going or walking away from a pot on the stove or whatever, since I got this job. But closing the doors really could have been the difference between life and death last night. So close your doors and tell everybody to close your doors. You can see online, I mean, it wasn't just this house. You can see many, many pictures of fires afterwards showing how much a closed door can save you. So unfortunately, we don't know. But I'm like, we're putting all this water in this house, and I am so sore. And I was doing like a fraction of what my two partners were doing because I was just tired, and I'm the human veal, and I'm just feeling kind of like a loser. And I'm just like, oh man, like I'm holding ladders, I'm doing stuff, whatever. And I just got a glimpse in the backyard. Something caught my attention. There's like a freaking llama just like running. Like, what is going on here? Is that a llama? Like, oh, sorry, I'm doing something over here. So that was very odd. But there was just like just a llama, just totally out, free, rocking. But yeah, so I had a very long, long day. And but yeah, that's why I'm in my pajamas with no makeup on and now dry hair. Look how dry it is. So nice. One thing, we were talking about gratitude, and Rod, you were saying that you're now following Jake Monroe's channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody who he is?
I just started following him. I've only watched a couple of his videos, but he's I don't really know what is his background. I know he's a goth guy, but I don't know how long he's been doing it or where he's from. I don't even know what state he's in. I don't know a lot about him.
He's in Belfast, Ireland, I believe.
Oh. Because he doesn't have any accent. He's like from here. I guess he moved there.
He has a weird accent, yeah. I mean, weird by not weird.
Yeah.
But he's sort of like this red-pilled goth who's like blowing up right now because he's talking a lot about the alternative scene and how like it kind of got like stolen from us, that there's these like alternative people wagging their fingers at us, telling us like who we're allowed to vote for and who we're allowed, like what bands we're allowed to like, and if we're really goth. Like these people are like 20. Like,
yeah, these people that are half my age telling me that I'm not goth, and I've been goth since you were in diapers, buddy. Don't tell me.
Like, I literally have leather jackets older than your mom. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. But yeah, so I think he's interesting. I kind of like his fuck it mentality, because I think that's something that we kind of just like miss. Everybody takes everything so seriously now. And he really has this great attitude about human interaction, I guess. But part of it is like he does do these videos where maybe you could say like, oh my gosh, that's like anti-woman, that like, oh, he'll say something wild about like women shouldn't vote or something. I don't know if he said that, but I'm just saying he'll say something like that. And it's like, but it really does, it is rooted in reality, because since the 19th Amendment passed, the country's kind of gone to shit. I hope that wasn't me, but apparently women vote a certain way. So, yeah, I just think he's interesting. But when Danielle was talking about gratitude, it made me think about him, because he does these live streams where he like plays video games for like 24 hours and like people donate money to him, and it's like amazing. But I think what's just like my favorite thing about him is his gratitude. he like somebody donates $10 to him and he's like, oh man, Danielle, thank you so much. Thank you for the $10. Like, thank you very much. Like, and it's so genuine and sincere. And he's so blown away by people's generosity to him that part of it's very exciting to watch. So he'll do these live streams. Today he did one. I don't know who his fans are that are just like throwing down the cash. It's very exciting. And he's got like a ticker. I mean, we're Amish technology compared to what the hell he's doing. And so people will donate money to him and you see the thing going and like somebody will just like dump $200 or like $1,000 somebody dumped today in his chat. And he was like, I'm literally shaking, and he had to just like walk away. And like, it's just kind of exciting because you're just like rooting for him. Like in one way, he's this like, you know, like high speed sort of influencer guy who's like got it all and like looks and talent and youth and blah, blah, blah. And like, he just sits there and plays video games and people eat it up. And so you're like, oh, douchebag. But like on the other hand, like he's so genuine and like his heart is so open and his gratitude towards people giving a shit about what he does is really exciting.
I haven't watched him do any live streams, but I do watch other people do them. And it blows me away that people will do that. They'll just drop $200, $300, $500 on you. Just like, here's a donation. And so there's this one girl I was watching, and there was this one guy who throughout the whole stream was just dropping $100. They need 200. And they did 500. They did $1,000. It's like, who are these people?
I
Throwing
know.
this money around.
It's really wild. And also just the concept of like, you're just hanging out with him for the day. Like watching him play video games, watching him like eat his food and like,
There's no connection to him at all. You don't know him from anybody. But
yeah, but I think you feel connected to him because you're watching him live his life that day.
yeah, I know there's that factor of it where you like start to become like, you think like you're friends with this person now because you watch them every day. And that whole, I can't remember. There's a term for it. And I can't remember what it is.
It's like parasocial.
Yeah, parasocial. Yeah,
relationships. Yeah.
What is that? I haven't heard that word.
it's where
Like imaginary relationships with people online because
you're
following them so much or watching them. I actually have a problem with people watching somebody all day. That sounds so depressingly sad to me.
So how Candace Owens feels about Melania Trump, I feel about Candace Owens. Like I've seen her, I've watched her sense of humor like grow over the years. Like I feel like we're friends and she just doesn't know it yet. So I think I understand what parasocial is. She's my guilty pleasure, but I'm just like, ooh, what kind of shit she's going to stir up today? You get them. Circle of One says in the chat, Elon, are you in here? Drop some money on Molly. Yeah, Elon, I'm sure you're in my chat. Clearly, you have nothing better to do on a Friday night. I would just like to show you my hairbrush again.
So gross.
And I have a Cash App at Molly Sleuth. So, Elon, if you're in the chat, I would like a new hairbrush, please, so that my friend Danielle stops snubbing my hairbrush. It works, Danielle, and
you know what?
You size. You don't have to have a long like stick. A stick for what reason? I have this hand. I can just look. It works.
Yeah. Its palm fits right in your palm. So if I had that, it would just get lost. I would do a swipe, and it would just disappear into my hair.
Oh no, these bristles are like you could totally. It's just squishy, squishy, squishy. Does that sound? Elon, it's Molly Sleuth at Cash App. I need a new brush. My friend Danielle is not going to be friends with me anymore. There, I did it. I begged Elon for a brush. I'm sure any minute now, the money will be flowing. Yeah, but I don't know. I just, that kind of gratitude is so kind of contagious and exciting. It's like that one video of the little kid on Christmas opening up the avocado and he goes, an avocado, thanks. And like, he really is excited, but like the mom clearly gave him an avocado to open on Christmas just to like see what his
Yeah.
reaction would be. And he was so genuinely excited for this avocado. Like, how do you not like that little kid?
And that, I mean, that really brings it all around to the gratitude of the pleasure you can get from such simple things, and that more of us need to find what those things are and bring them in our life. You know, if you love avocados, like me and Trader Joe's, you know, maybe I just need to go to Trader Joe's every day and I would just feel happier because I friggin' love that place. And I don't have to go buy anything. I can just go walk around. I did apply. I want to work there. I put my application.
Really?
I haven't heard back, but I just thought, how hilarious would that be for my old coworkers to show up in that store to go get something, and I'm working there, and they'd be like, Danielle, you're living the dream. Like, you made it.
Well, I hear they pay well, and that you know, good morale, and that it's a good company. Oh, Jesus. Let me get the cat asshole ready in the chat. I'll put some good new emotes in here today. You're just
Lover.
painfully close to
Lover.
cat's assholes.
Lover.
Do you realize how close your lips are to an asshole at this moment?
Wouldn't be the first time, Molly.
I'm just saying. Super disconcerting. Why? Why does the cat think that that's okay? Do they just not understand that that's not?
Cats don't really have personal space. They just love you and share all of themselves with you. All of the outside of themselves as well as the inside of themselves. They're just sharing, you know.
I don't know. If my bunnies go, I don't think I would get a cat. I don't.
No, you wouldn't, because
Just not a cat person.
yeah, I don't even know how we're friends.
You know why? They don't have eyebrows. That's why I can't do it. Now, there are pictures of me
I was like,
in the
you
90s.
have eyebrows for like a whole decade. What are you
I
talking
know. I still don't. That's it. That's all I got. They wouldn't grow back. You know, my mom said that I looked like a 50-year-old waitress when I was like in high school because I was making them too thin. Whatever. I'm still funny, so that's it. But yeah, cats don't have eyebrows, whereas dogs have those eyebrows, so we can tell what they're thinking all the time. And like cats don't, they just stare at you. That's why. Plus, cats are just like, fuck you, feed me. And dogs are like, what are you doing now? Can I come over with you? Oh, you're going to go over. Oh, you shifted your foot? Oh, that's so exciting. I just love everything you do, and I'm so glad that you're home. I'm more of a dog person. You're a fuck you, feed me person?
I love all the animals. I have a dog too. I have a chinchilla as well. Like
I guess your dog's not showing his asshole on our show every week.
Say the word.
No. What's the funniest and worst thing that happened to y'all before or after Thanksgiving? Funniest or worst thing? I guess the one thing that like pops out in my mind is my dad is like a strong silent type kind of guy. He's not a man of a lot of like proving himself. But once a year on Thanksgiving, my uncle comes over and my dad cracks a beer, and it's like, oh, dad's being like a manly man today. And like I just think about that with Thanksgiving, is like when my dad cracks a beer to like show my uncle how like dudely he is. And of course it was Coors, and it came in the tan can, probably with the pop top that you pulled the thing off, the tab. I guess that's like one of my early memories with Thanksgiving. Oh no, I do have one, but you guys go if you have one.
No.
One year on Thanksgiving, I did the regular Thanksgiving with my family and everything. And then afterwards, I went over to my friend's house because we were going to go out and do whatever that night. And I get over there and I come inside and I'm wearing my Dead Kennedy Too Drunk to Fuck shirt. And his grandma's there. And I walk in and she's like right there. And she like looks down at my shirt. And I'm just like,
Oh my
That was
gosh.
funny. She was like, "Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay." And my friend's laughing his ass off. And I just felt like, shit, I should have worn a different shirt. I didn't know she was going to be there.
Ruh-roh. So we had, growing up, we had this big bucket, probably made out of pure lead. Who the hell knows? But it was this big, round, heavy pot, and it had these twisted copper handles on it. And when you had the flu, this is when the flu meant throwing up and a cold meant sneezing and coughing. So when you had the flu, and like, why did we throw up all the time? I haven't thrown up in a long time. Like, we threw up a lot as kids, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we would call it like getting the flu. Somebody needs to look into that, I feel, because I feel like, do your kids throw up?
My daughter,
Like where they have to stay home?
yeah, my daughter does all the time. But she also had stomach surgery when she was little, and I think that is part of it. But my son doesn't.
That's weird. I mean, I remember getting the flu, like, and throwing up. But anyway, so this big, heavy pot with the twisted handles was what your mom would put with you on the couch while you're watching, The Price is Right and having your chicken and stars Campbell soup and your ginger ale and your saltine crackers.
Yes.
Yeah. And so we have always called it in my family the barf bucket. That's just like the name of the big pot is the barf bucket. So it's Thanksgiving, and I don't know how many people we had over, but my mom was always inviting other families to come over and have Thanksgiving with our family, and whether that was like in-laws or whoever. So I know that there were people there that weren't intimately involved with the barf bucket and like our inner happenings. And, as Thanksgiving happens, you've got 700 people in the kitchen making 800 dishes. And so my mom says to me, get me the heavy pot with the twisted copper handle. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Molly, I need the big heavy pot, the one with the twisted handle. Like, I have no idea what the barf bucket. And I guess I said it. Well, I know I said it out loud. My mom said nobody ate mashed potatoes that year. We cleaned it between uses. But yeah, I guess I said the barf. You mean the barf bucket? So yeah, may your mashed potatoes come from a barf bucket this year. Are you putting your mashed potatoes in a barf bucket, Danielle?
No, we do not barf in our pots because we don't have that many.
Don't judge my family. We could have thrown up in a waste basket, I guess, but they were all made out of wicker in the 70s.
I have a ceramic waste basket, and I put a trash bag in it, and that's
what you throw up?
Yeah.
What did your family throw up in, Rod?
I don't know. Me personally, my little trash can.
A trash can.
Yeah, a little trash can.
I guess that just wouldn't occur to me to throw up in a trash can.
I mean, it was just first thing, what am I going to grab? I just grab it, it's right there.
Did I tell you that I threw up at work
No.
the other day?
Oh, yeah, you did tell me.
This is great conversation. I don't know if we're wrapping it up. Like, we've been on a while,
Tammy started it. This was not in my notes. I got some nicotine chewing gum. Why? I don't know. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. But I heard that it could make you like peppy and smart and like, that sounds good. And so you're only supposed to chew it until like your mouth tingles or whatever, and then you're supposed to like pocket it and just like leave it there. And I got busy, so I'm like, nom, 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 you know, like not paying attention. I'm like, ooh, I feel kind of lightheaded. Oof, I don't feel good. And so I turned to my coworker and I'm like, I'm not feeling very. I threw up in the office trash can. This is like this big strapping man, and he books it out the like rear exit because he's a contagious vomiter, and he was like out of there, which I found to be hilarious. And so I threw up like 4 times, and he's like, "You're leaving right now. I'm taking you home right now." Like, no, I think I'll be okay. Like, no, I can't have you around me. And I'm like, sorry, I threw up in the trash. And so he took me home. It was so nice. But yeah, don't do that nicotine gum. That was terrible. Ooh. And then I laid down. He dropped me off, and it was early in the day. I think I had just enough strength to like text my boss, like, I threw up in the trash. I'm at home now, like whatever. And I was down for the count. I went to sleep for like a few hours, and just was like laying there, like just feeling like, this is disgusting. And who knew? Why do people smoke? Rod, did you used to smoke?
Yeah, I did used to smoke, but with this one time I tried smoking a cigar and I didn't know you're not supposed to inhale. So I was smoking the cigar like a cigarette. That'll make you sick. That'll make you really sick.
Yeah, this was like a lightheaded, like woozy kind of like, oh.
Yeah. Same thing with cigars. You get all dizzy and you just feel like you're going to throw up. I just had to sit down and put my head between my knees and just like deep breaths. I didn't get sick, but I felt like I was going to. That's awful. It lasted for like 20 minutes.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Let's have everybody drop their favorite pickled watermind and vomit recipes in the chat. Gross. Well, I'm looking forward to this weekend, although I'm on the fire truck tomorrow. Hopefully it's beautiful. I hope that you guys have a beautiful weekend. Did your weather level out, Rod?
Last I saw, it looked like it was going to storm, but it's not raining, so who knows what it'll be in the morning. Texas, the weather changes like by the hour. You never know what it's going to be.
That's Colorado too.
Blame the chemtrails. Well, thanks, everybody. Any parting thoughts about Friendsgiving? Besides that you probably shouldn't be friends with me anymore?
Grateful to have both of you as my friends.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know.
That's
How
something
does
for me to
heart
be
go
grateful
like
about.
that?
What?
I was trying to figure out how a heart goes.
Oh.
Yeah, Pammy, you have a wonderful and safe weekend too yourself. A Circle of One says, hit a hookah for 20 minutes and you'll turn a lovely shade of green. No, I'm done. I'm done with all of those things. No more. Me and my Taco Bell. That's the only thing I'm going to smoke is a big fat bean and cheese burrito. With no onions. No onions. Taco Bell. Listen to me. When I pick up the warm, soft perfection of a bean and cheese burrito, I don't want to be woken up out of my dream with the crunchy sizzle of a fucking onion between my teeth. Just stop. Beans and cheese. It's a bean and cheese burrito. It's not a bean and cheese and some bullshit onion that wakes you up out of your happy space burrito. Bean and cheese. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Well, why would they put them in there if it's just supposed to be bean and cheese? Why do they sneak them in there?
I don't know. They always have. They're never going to learn. It's not going to happen. Well, happy Friendsgiving.
Yes.
Next week, Randy is back. I'm trying to get our other LAPD friend, but we're going to do a Protect and Swerve episode. It's going to be exciting because Ben McMillan made us a custom intro for Protect and Swerve. It's all AI slop. It is hysterical. The music is totally awesome, and I can't wait for the world to see it. I haven't even seen the full finished thing yet, but that's going to happen. And hopefully we won't have to play Guess That Injury, because a girl can only sing Ave Maria so many times. Yes, we can play Guess How I Got This Bruise next week. So,
Yay.
All right, I love you guys, and I'm going to be asleep in 22 seconds. So have a good one.
Pickle watermelon rinds.
Do it. $40. You guys can split it. All right, talk to you guys. See you on the internet. Love you guys. Be safe.
Bye.
Help me, everyone.